What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tyson, the Gypsy King, Fury. Get this. Tyson Fury, quote, "I've got new goals. I want to top the Forbes list for highest paid athlete for the year. And I want to make a Hollywood movie. I've completed the game in the ring. It's done. I've done everything there is to do and won every belt there is to win." Those are the words of Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. People, what did I tell you? What have I been saying for the last week and a half, really forever? I've been telling you guys that Tyson Fury, the way he views Undisputed, is not important to him because in his mind, he's won all the belts anyway. I told you guys that. Now he wants to make a movie. Now he wants to top the Forbes list. Now he has new goals. Now he says, he claims that I've done everything in the ring based on the belts that he has. See, he doesn't care about having them all at one time because he's got the WBC. Here's the deal. If Tyson Fury felt that way, which I don't believe that he does organically, simply because he got the belt in 2020. That's over 3 years ago. So that means Tyson Fury has been playing us for 3 years. He's been playing us, people. We thought we were going to see this big undisputed fight, and I know most of my peeps from the UK, everybody didn't care and give a shit because of who we thought he was going to fight, and that was Anthony Joshua. Okay? And since he didn't fight Anthony Joshua, he's not going to fight anybody else. Anybody else. I think he would have fought Daniel Dubois because I think the same recipe would have been the same. It would have applied to this equation. Why? Because Daniel Dubois is a UK fighter. Because he wants these huge fights in the UK. That's why he, quote unquote, retired after he fought Dillian Whyte, because Dillian Whyte was the guy that broke the record for him in Wembley. No one has ever done that, including Anthony Joshua. So Tyson Fury's like, look, box office wise, stadium field wise, I've broke records. Okay? So there's no need for me to ever fight anybody with a pulse again. He wants to talk about fighting guys. If you notice, though, you didn't hear anything about, I got new goals. Those new goals are, I want to top the Forbes list for the highest paid athlete for the year. And I want to make a Hollywood movie. Where does that show? Where does that show that he wants to take on MMA fighters? See, I think that's a bunch of bullshit. I don't think Tyson Fury is going to fight anybody in the cage. I don't think anybody that's boxing with that's under Queensberry rules will be dumb enough to do that anyway. I think it's a good thing to say, but at the same time, it's not the good and the best option to make. It's not. And Tyson Fury knows that. He knows he's not going to get in there with a cage with Francis Ngannou and gets his legs split open, okay? Because as soon as Francis throws a kick to his side, he's going to flop over, and then Francis Ngannou is going to beat the shit out of him. You know how that fight's going to go? Okay, ding, ding. Bow, bow, bow. That's how that fight's going to go. And Tyson Fury's probably going to left crippled because he's already bent-legged anyway. His legs are shot to shit according to certain people, okay? But I don't see him taking leg. He has to walk on those legs. He has to walk on the rest of his body, and the rest of his body is about 250 pounds. Okay, he has a lot of weight hanging on those legs. He has to walk with those. So I don't think that he's going to put those in jeopardy. I don't think that's going to be the case. Okay? Not at all. And as far as anything goes with Tyson Fury, I think Tyson Fury, speaking of guys like AJ, that's already pretty much the second highest paid. He wants to be the second highest paid athlete for the year. That's a shitty goal, honestly. Why? Because you're not making more than Anthony Joshua, and you haven't made what Anthony Joshua has made in the last 5 years. You know, and he wants them top Forbes list and all this unnecessary shit. How does that complete you? You know what I mean? As a fighter. It doesn't. You're a businessman. So that shit we heard with Tyson Fury stating that he's a Spartan and all this stuff like that. You know, I used to use that as my intros. I don't use that shit anymore because I know damn well that that's not the truth. I thought it was the truth because I was played too. I was played like everybody else. I thought Tyson Fury, after he beat Wilder, I thought he was going to take on Joshua or whoever else came. It just so happened Alexander Usyk beat Joshua. He did it back to back. He bullshitted him too. He told him behind his back he's a fucking pussy and a bitch. He got in his face when he photobombed him and Bob Arum. And then all of a sudden he was telling him, oh yeah, the fight's going to get made and good job, Alexander, and this, that, and the other. And then as soon as he split ways, he started talking shit about him again. Okay? He had no intentions on fighting him. This is exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to fight Francis Ngannou because fighting any other boxer would label him a fraud when they beat the shit out of him, because who knows if Tyson Fury had the ability to beat any of these other guys. See, we've been fooled by Tyson for a long time, and he came into the sport of boxing to do what? He called out Deontay Wilder. See, they offered him the Joshua fight, but he wanted 4 fucking tune-ups. He wanted 4, okay? Before he fought Joshua, he wanted 4 tune-ups, and he wanted Eddie Hearn to pay for that shit. These are facts, people. This ain't nothing that I'm making up. This ain't coming out of desire or something that I want to happen. Okay? Hopeful wishes. No, these are facts. And Eddie Hearn was like, I'm not paying you fucking 4 tune-ups. Somebody did, though, didn't they? Safari, Pianetta, Vilene, Schwartz, then Wilder. But then get this. Why he fought Wilder and he called out Wilder because he cherry-picked Wilder because he knew Wilder did not have boxing ability to his pedigree. He knew, I know I can outbox that guy. I know he can knock me out, but he wasn't convinced the first fight. As soon as he fought him the first time, he knows. Notice, this guy has power, but then nobody really knows who he is. And he's taking Anthony Joshua's name and making a name for himself. And I helped him do it. So guess what? As soon as the rematch came, what did he do? He said, F you, Deontay. I'm going to sign with ESPN, and then we're going to counteroffer with a shit deal, which was shitty, people. And wanted to make him fight 3 or 4 times on ESPN to get his profile up. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury made 80 million pounds. Okay, so yeah, this and Wilder felt like this mother sucker. This dude actually tricked me into thinking that he was a man of his word. He lied to him too. He lied on everybody. And I think really, this is the core. If Deontay Wilder, I think he really feels Tyson Fury cheated him, but I think he cheated him in a whole different way. And this is what I'm talking about. See, Wilder thinks Tyson Fury is a cheat. He is a cheat. Not what he did inside the ring, it's what he did outside the ring. See, people, we have to think outside the box with Tyson. See, Tyson lied to Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, and then returned, told him, I'm a man of my word. And then he tried to lowball him on a fight when he signed a deal which he had no intentions of fighting Deontay Wilder under the WB or the PBC or the Fox or the Showtime banter. He never intended on doing that. He wanted to make his own money, and that was a business move. Okay, so that left Deontay Wilder out in the cold. Then they had to come back to renegotiate because Wilder wanted him so bad, which was stupid because he turned down a lot of money, and he's mad simply because he turned down more money to fight Joshua, and he decided to hang around for Tyson Fury. The unimaginable happened where Tyson Fury beat him. And he beat him the way that people didn't think he could beat him. That's his significant career right there. I beat Klitschko. I drop off the face of the earth because Klitschko wants his fucking rematch. I start doing drugs and everything else. Then I come back 3 years later. Then I call out the current heavyweight at the time. That's a one-trick pony. I call him out and I'm cherry-picking him. He's cherry-picking me. I'm cherry-picking him. However, though, okay, by the time I beat him in a way that people don't think that I beat him because the first time I fought him, I boxed him. This time, I stopped him. Okay, now all of a sudden, I'm the best fucking thing since sliced bread. The end. Oh yeah, I beat Dillian White too. He finally got his shot and he missed. That's his legacy, people. And we want to call this guy the best heavyweight in the world? Why the fuck would he do that? How do you become the best heavyweight in the world while you got a pound for pound guy that took every belt at cruiserweight, took it, got the Muhammad Ali trophy, went up there, fought two guys, then took on Anthony Joshua, the highest paid and one of proclaimed the best fighters in the world at that time, right? Because he was in negotiations or supposed negotiations with Tyson Fury, okay? And then he beats him. Then he goes to fucking war. He gets skinny. Then he comes back out of war to fight Anthony Joshua. He fights Anthony Joshua, beats Anthony Joshua. Then he fights his mandatory. Now he's fighting a mandatory. Why the fuck isn't he the fucking best heavyweight in the world? Crickets. Crickets. See, that's what we're dealing with. I'm the best in the world because I'm making people think that I am. Okay? I'm the best because I say I am, and I'm convincing you guys that I am, says Tyson. And guess what? You fucking guys, or some of you guys, are believing it. I don't. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tyson Fury. Stated that he wants to make a movie. He wants to top Forbes list, and he has these goals in mind. He's done with the sport of boxing. Mauricio, where you at, jack off? Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.